uh, introduce our guest today. Good
Yeah.
afternoon, friends and students. As part of our AGI Mentor Hub, today I would like to introduce architect Deepak Mehta, the principal architect of Deepak Mehta Architects, a firm that was established in 1985. Post his graduation, Mr. Mehta worked under industry stalwarts like Porous Master and Hafiz Contractor, where he was exposed to the practical aspects of the profession. His passion for architecture knows no boundaries, and he believes in creating architecture for people. An architecture that is not only aesthetic and efficient, but is climate responsive and identifies with the end user. His 35 years long career has been a fruitful journey, and he firmly believes that there is no substitute for hard work. He is the winner of one of the most coveted awards for excellence in architecture in 2016 from the Indian Institute of Architects. Today, through his presentation, Architectural Design and Conceptualization, he will share his experiences and a few of his projects highlighting the approach and context to building design. So over to you, Mr. Mehta.
Uh, Thank you very much, Swati. And thank you again for Aditya College Group for inviting me on this webinar and giving this my journey of life in architecture and the my some of the projects, what I will be showing you. The projects I will be showing you, mainly I focused on the young architects, the aspiring, and the students. Uh, Particularly when they start their practice or during the college time also, uh, what is the thing they should look into it and how they can uh, take up their career further. I think architects are created by their own destiny, that is karma. If you look at uh, our own stalwart, Baby Doshi, he also was not intending to become an architect. Uh, but we all know where his destiny is taken today, receiving the topmost World Architecture Award. So, same thing was with me, honestly. In my family, there were no architects. There were, we are from Gujarati business family. So at that time, we all were into some other field of business. But my distant cousins, they were into some engineering and mechanical and electrical and all. So I was in my young, that age, I thought it is, we will take up some engineering, some kind of a thing. After passing up 12th, my first year BSc, in fact, after passing the 12th, I wanted to join some engineering, but somehow due to entrance exam and all those things, I cannot do it. So then I joined BSc first year, and 1 month was already over in that. I was in Khalsa, and they required some school living certificate. Where I was there, I did my 12th, from the school that time. So I went to the school. The principal asked me what I'm doing. I said, sir, I'm into BSc. But he says, why are you not taking up some art or architecture or fine arts or graphic? I said, what for, sir? I was just asking him. So I said, you are very good at drawing and music, and I used to represent school. So I said, okay, let me try that. I went to Academy of Architecture. Believe me, today we all are, students are trying for NATA and, going for all kind of, this thing. I walked in academic architecture, and my admission was immediately given on my school certificates. Now, I thought, chalo, let me try, into architecture. I went over there. First year of architecture in academy, there was some strike. Due to that, we were all promoted. Still in first year architecture, I was thinking to join some engineering college. But I said, fine, now the destiny is there and I might have to become an architect. So I started with the second year. In this, how your turning point in your career, in your life, in your college happens. Second year, the design principal, the design professors, they gave me the whole class a design project where we have to design a children's play area with only matchboxes using that. So I said, okay, let me try. I was absolutely no clue about what is this and what not, and I took matchbox and wrapped it around with sandpaper to give a sand effect and all this thing, and I presented. But again, I tell you, your own talent, when it comes out and when you can really expose that, is up to you. My that project, somehow the volumes and spaces and all this were created. The professors, the time Porus Master and Purohit, and they were my design professors, they liked it so much, they gave me highest marks in the class. I thought, I don't know, what is this? Even I'm telling you honestly, I did no efforts. I did not take any of help, anything I took on my own. And this way, then I thought it's better for me to be into this and continue this architecture. Second to fifth year, I did all the design, scored in all the design subjects good, because our own internal talent, which comes out automatically, we don't have to do, only there was some teachers and some people to recognize our talent. That's what, helped me out, honestly. But along with this academy, along with our college, I was working right from first year. First year, summer vacation, I went to some interior firm and they paid me 75 rupees only as my stipend. I said, fine, no issue. Second year, again, I joined some firm. So second, third, fourth year, I was working with, say, something like 200 rupees and 300 rupees of my summer, as well as part-time. Morning was a college, and afternoon around 2:30 I has to go there. This practical experience has really helped me a lot. From working from first year at the age of 18 or something 19, and till all the 5 years, has given me such a tremendous confidence. Apart from college, this practical has, given me third year. I was in some architect's office, Sudhakar Dokne. I did a center line drawing, which I made a big mistake. I don't know how. I was not able. I never done. And then I was corrected again, and then I gave it, and that was executed at site. Went to the site, checked it, and this confidence has really, apart from our regular college and academy, this has really helped me a lot. As I tell you, there is a syllabus in our college, in our academy. Same thing is a syllabus in a practical experience, which again I got it tremendously after passing out my final year in architecture. I joined architect office contractor. That time, as we say, don't select a job, don't select a office, but I would say select a boss. That has really joining in office gave me a tremendous boost. What they taught me what is a real hard work. I used to work almost 14 hours a day. Morning around 8 o'clock I used to reach, and night after 10 or something we used to leave. And regular practical experience of architecture is there, but apart from that, this all has really taught me. After 3 years in Hafiz contractor's office, we were very few of them, but it was good. A lot of projects we were able to handle it, going out to Delhi, here, Mumbai, elsewhere, big, large tower buildings, interiors, everything we handled with less staff, and small office was it was. That gives you a good experience to handle the projects. After 3 years, I got a good confidence to start my own practice. 3 years actually is not enough for any architect to take experience in architect's office. But somehow, with my past 5 years of part-time working during college and office's office, I got a confidence. I started on my own. Honestly, I didn't had any much projects over there. Some small interiors we were doing. But right from beginning, I was more interested in a building architecture in our regular what we have been taught in the colleges. That was I was interested. So we used to go out, beg to all the new prospective clients, just barge in their office and request him, sir, please give me a work, please give me a project to design. A lot of projects we are not even charged. Just wanted to take some of the projects in our bag and start working on it. After that, I started my office with a rented premises of only 125 square feet, I believe. 125 square feet with only 4 5 people, maybe. And then we were doing projects in Mumbai, elsewhere, outside, and Nasik, and all those places, Devlali, and all those. After 4 5 years, we 1991, I believe, I'm telling you this particular, or two, I don't recollect. There was a competition of Mahindra and Mahindras. Mahindra and Mahindra started their first project they ventured into real estate with this first project, which was some factory in Ghatkopar. And they invited some 5 architects or 6 architects in that competition. Hafiz contractor was there, Premnath was there, and some other few people were there. So I uh, took part in that. I was absolutely new, like a fresher. But honestly, that confidence has helped me a lot by taking part into that taking part in that competition, where I gave a design of an apartment. They were like a builders, like Mahindra and Mahindra. They started the first project, which is now Mahindra Life Space. We all know. So I gave a design where each and every flat were almost 180 to 270-degree open. There were cross ventilation to each and every room, and the plot was an industrial area, so we have to do a lot of, there was, as per the law at that time, we have to leave a lot of open spaces on the side and fit up the building over there. So my other competitors, they tried to fit up, but with our design of such a nice, apartment design, as well as we tried to give them an extra almost 1 lakh square feet. The project was approximately 3 lakh square feet, and we gave them 1 lakh square feet more. Now, this was a builder's project. I would say again, all of you, we have to look at the client also. If he is not profitable, if our project is not feasible, he will not make money, he will not give you the work. So we have to work on design as well as, apart from design, we have to work also on this feasibility, the profitability, and all this kind of. Very important, this project has taught me, which we all have to know, the bylaws. It was an industrial, so at that time, 22 meters, we all have to live from the side. But in the bylaws, building bylaws, there was one loophole which allowed me a less open space. There was averaging of open space or something like that, and that we took an advantage and we consumed more FSI. The plot was in Ghatkopar right on the flight path. So we can't have more than 7 floors. That time, even overhead tank and overhead lift machine room, we are not taken it. It was everything we had given on the up to 7 floor, we stopped over there. So this project gave me a good confidence. After that, uh, my design work encounter, we had many of them, but mainly the New Bombay was developing. Charles Correa had made uh, uh, master plan of New Bombay, and during that time, it was developing in a big way. And for us, it was, we are fortunate, we had a lot of projects over there, and all were very different. Some of them have really become a landmarks over there even today, after so many years. So there we started with uh, uh, many projects, but one of them, good one, was Sea Breeze and Sagar Darshan. I would like to show you a presentation now onwards. There will be a lot of slides, especially the Sea Breeze Sagar Darshan, which was a very large project. There were 19 towers in a row where uh, 19 towers in a row where all of them were facing sea, and we have to uh, take advantage of the location. I will show you what is the advantage. Yeah. One second, please. Yeah. See, now you can see the location. My cursor shows the Sea Breeze, and also there is a Sagar Darshan tower.
Participant, please hold. Due to some technical error, our guest speaker is will join again, please.
Yeah. Okay. Go back. Back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Is it okay? Can you
Okay, sir.
hear?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See now, there is a Palm Beach road, which was a new road coming up, and there was a sea view. It was a fantastic location, and we had this towers. There were 19 towers, left hand side and right hand side. You can see some of them. Now, I just wanted to say how we all architects come to a conclusion how to design or how to start a concept. We all are confused. Like, suppose, I've been given a project and we say, okay, now I want, this is my brief, the client says. Now we all confuse how to come up with a design and how to start a design. So the concept, according to me, is mainly in the site context itself. If you look at the site, you find the solution. Okay. Now, here my sea view and my site and beautiful, because here advantage was the plot was not so wide, so we can have the in a row of the towers facing the sea view seaside. So we tried to take up each and every tower. In this, you see, it was in staggered fashion, where the landscape and gardens was it become a part of it, and it becomes as a buffer zone also. There were privacy between the two towers, and the backside we created a parking by itself. So by looking at this, we thought uh, to take advantage of beautiful location. And at that time, there were all buildings, mainly in Mumbai and elsewhere, everywhere. The buildings were typically box type, so we wanted to give something out of the box, kind of a just thing. So we tried to give terraces to each and every living room. Let me repeat, each and every living room. So how to give that? Here we can see, this is my typical sixth floor plan, where we can see terrace on the fourth floor, fifth floor, only living terrace was there, and then on the seventh and eighth floor. This way, the living was sliding behind, and open to sky terrace, which we wanted to go, because that time terrace was even today the terrace is real luxury, because there are hardly any balconies. All balconies were enclosed and nothing outdoor spaces. We wanted to bring this outside inside, outside to be taken in the living room, so they can come out, sit out in the place, and enjoy the beautiful sea view. By doing this, we have slided the living room right from fourth floor to the 15th floor. It was very difficult. And that time, I can tell you, this is how it was. At top floor, you can see this is 14th floor, where the terraces below are this fourth, fifth, sixth, sideways somewhere we have taken. And sometimes the kitchen was slided back, and the toilets also was slided back. So some services were also at the back side. Again, let me tell you, when we were doing this work, there were no MEP consultants employed. Of course, they were available, but clients say we can't do it. No MEP consultant, no HVAC. Structure also, we only have to look into mine. And worst part was, that time there was no CAD, no computers, no softwares, what we people are working now. It was only handmade drawings. This was just about presentation, we have made it, but all were handmade drawings by keeping tracing about tracing, so that, we see the lower floor layers, how it is affecting. And this is the way we completed this project. It has come out too good. And by creating terraces, here we can see right from fourth floor, the terraces are going upwards, and the upper floor is like it is like coming from the sideways. This was the elevation which was going on the concept that time of classical and all those things. Here we can see the left hand side is the photograph of a model, and the right side is an actual image constructed over site. We can see some of the upper floor supported by these columns, and this is the pocket terraces open to sky, which was created to have my concept. Yeah, sorry. So this way, the concept is derived right from the site itself and the context of the site. We don't have to go out and do some kind of and I mean to use some other ideas outside or go from Pinterest or somewhere else and find some building and put it on the site. You have most of your solutions right in the site itself. So this way, we did many projects in Navi Mumbai. Uh, 3 or 4 years in that time, our market share was around more than 85 to 90%. We did many commercial buildings, which it will be difficult for us to show everything today. And after that, we got another break to take up the projects in Chennai. That time it was Madras. Our client wanted us to come over there and do some projects. Again, I will tell you, it was very difficult time for any architects from Mumbai to go out and do the work, especially at far over distance like Chennai or Madras, what you call that time, because there was no email, no internet, no the drawing has to be handmade. I mean by hand, and we have to send it to by courier. And I will show you some of the projects we have done it by sending the details through fax. On A4 side, we used to make sketches and we used to send it by fax, and which was gone over there, and the project was completed. And today also, they are some of the landmarks. We had many projects in Mumbai. They were all builders and developers. But for you all, I wanted to show you some projects where how the conceptualization of our design was taken care of. Now here we can see this building. This was in something 97, 98. Now it was a very narrow plot. I'm sorry, this is a sketch. We only got it somehow because due to lockdown, I'm not able to access the drawings. Now we are opened, of course. But we can see because of the narrow plot, the frontage I wanted to give, we was abutting a good road over there. I wanted to give something different. Now, what to come to a concept? At that time, see my cursor, we used to carry drawing rolls, in our hand, we must be having the drawing roll. And, at that time I saw the roll was just coming out from one of the side. And with two rolls in the hand, I thought, why don't we try this concept? See this cursor, how it goes. And there was this spike in the center, which become like a crown. And with this, we tried with our golden ratio Fibonacci sequence to use the site design and everything. And that way, this perspective, what we can see is a handmade perspective. That time there was no 3D, there was no what we see nowadays, all this computer aided drawings.
Excuse
We
me,
have to
sir.
make handmade. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. All the participants are requested to re-log in by using the same coordinates, as we are going to end this session in
Yeah.
few seconds only.
Yeah. Karthik, how to do re-login?
So using the same coordinates only.
But when after it goes, right?
Yes, sir. Within few
We have to
seconds.
wait. No? We have to wait. No?
Yes, sir.